Cristiano Ronaldo's life is the biggest rollercoaster in football history. Setback awards to even losing the most important person in his life. Ronaldo had to get through. It all could have never happened. Ronaldo was born on 5th February 1985 in Lisbon, Portugal, to really poor parents. His dad José Diniz used to be a kissman for the local club in Portugal and Andorinha, and his mom, well, she just managed to get by. Add this to the fact they lived in a one-room apartment with Ronaldo's older siblings, with no food to eat sometimes, and life was tough still. Despite all that hardship, Ronaldo found the way things he could use to escape all his terribles at the time. But what he didn't know was that this sport was going to change his life. Football. Soon as he could walk, Ronaldo spent countless hours every day trying to get better. He was always out in the streets, putting in the hard yard, until one day he got his big opportunity when a local scout came along and offered him the chance of a lifetime Sporting Lisbon. At the time, the club was looking at taking a couple of talented kids into the academy, and Ronaldo was one of the selected few, but they still had to pass a final trial before they got in. And in Ronaldo's words, this game changed everything. Trial day, and just before the start of the game, the scouts came in and broke the message to the kids: whoever scored the most goals, that the person we pick. As soon as Ronaldo heard that, he was locked in, scored a goal. But another kid on his team, Albert Fantro, had scored too. So coming into the final minutes of the game, Ronaldo and Albert were both thrown on a goal when Albert went round the goal, and instead of shooting into the empty goal, he decided to pass to Ronaldo instead. Ronaldo got the contract. Now he was at Sporting. It was time to show the world just how good he was. After dragging the first couple of goals for the senior team against Mares, Ronaldo never looked back. He became so good that now a lot of clubs were interested in him. But Ronaldo's big break was about to come months later, after he put in a performance so crazy. He had the biggest club in England on speed daily trying to sign him. Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester United in a friendly game, and Ronaldo put in a masterclass performance. He had the entire United defense on strings, and by the end of the game, Sir Alex Ferguson had seen enough. So he rang up Ronaldo's agent, struck a deal, and days later Ronaldo was off to Manchester United on a deal worth 19 million at his new club. Ronaldo was tipped to be the next big day. In fact, Sir Alex believed in him so much that when Ronaldo joined on a jersey picking day and asked for the number 28 jersey, Sir Alex said no and gave him the club's most important shirt number, the Bears of 3 or 7. But on the field, it didn't quite pin out the way he thought it was. Ronaldo got off to a short start and even got labeled by some of his teammates as a kid who just loved dribbling too much. But to Ronaldo, this was more than anything he could ever ask for, because now he could offer to take his family off the streets and give them a place of their own. But just when things started to look up for Ronaldo, one phone call sent his entire world crashing down. His dad, José Diniz, fell sick. Now Ronaldo's relationship with his dad was kind of complicated, because all those years growing up, he just wanted to get closer to his old man. But his dad was so sick and tired of not being able to provide for Ronaldo and the family that he started drinking, and now he developed liver issues quickly. Ronaldo was for permissions to leave the club so he could go see his dad, and as soon as he got to the hospital, Ronaldo made a promise to do everything he could to keep him alive. But in the end, and it was too late, because days later José Diniz was dead, and it shattered Ronaldo. But it was here that Ronaldo got his elite mentality, because right after this incident, Ronaldo knew all he had left was his mom and siblings. They were family now, so he made another promise to become the best in the world just to see them happy, and 2 years later Ronaldo fulfilled his promise, and the biggest stage, that 2007-8 season, was special for Ronaldo. He scored a record high 31 goals in the leagues, at that to being the Champions League top scorer and winning the competitions too. And months later, Ronaldo was this time he had also achieved something else that made his family even prouder. In 2004, Ronaldo was part of the team that lost the Euro on home turf to Greece, and after that he just kicked into another gear for the national team and became so good that in 2008 he was made captain of the Portuguese national team. But back to club football now, and after a Champions League final defeat in 2009, Ronaldo knew it was time to take the next biggest step in his career. And in that summer, he broke the world record to become the most expensive footballer on the planet. Real freaking Madrid. Ronaldo had hit the big time and couldn't stop winning. Same thing with his personal life. 2 months later, this big money moved. He got another huge win, just not the way he thought he would. His son Cristiano Jr. was born. Ronaldo decided to keep the details of Junior mom a secret, but it was now clear he was ready to start his family in Madrid and build his football dynasty. But first he had a job to do at Madrid that was going to take him 5 years to complete before Ronaldo joined Real Madrid. The last time they won the Champions League was in 2002, and Ronaldo was supposed to be the main man. That changed, that even though he won the Ballon d'Or in 2013 at Madrid, they still couldn't get the job done until Ronaldo decided in 2013 or 14 that he was done playing games, and that season he took Madrid to Champions League glory. He broke the record for the most goals in a Champions League campaign with 16, including scoring a goal in the final in his home country of Portugal, at another Ballon d'Or to the collections that Lionel Messi, Ronaldo and Messi hit the biggest stage in competing in Spain. Can't say the same at international level though, because despite hitting the height at club level, Ronaldo had failed to repeat his form in international competitions. He was competing of the team that got knocked out of the World Cup at the group stage in 2010 at an exit 2014 World for the national team, and Euro 2016 was his big opportunity. Coming into this one, no one fancying Portugal, but they somehow made it to the final thanks to Ronaldo 4 goals until the day of the final against the host France, and Ronaldo had the biggest heartbreak of his career. He couldn't continue and he had to get subbed off. Still, Ronaldo's teammates helped him to a surprise 1-0 victory, and the boy from Madeira all those years back had now led his country to the first major trophy in its history. After that, the records kept him humbling for Ronaldo, another Ballon d'Or and 3 more Champions League. But at the end of 2018, now 33 and with over 450 goals for Real Madrid, Ronaldo once again decided to start a new chapter in his career, and this one had him going on a date with the old lady Juventus. But unfortunately, this move never worked out as he hoped it would. Ronaldo came with a main aim of winning the Champions League like he did at Madrid, but 3 seasons, 3 knockouts in the round of 16 and quarter-final stage, and at the end of 2021 Ronaldo wanted out and figured the only place he could go was back home. He returned back to United, almost broke their internet after an opening day brace against Newcastle United. Ronaldo showed sign that he could once again lead United back to the glory days, but unfortunately his second homecoming went horribly wrong. First in 2022 he suffered another damaging heartbreak that he decided at the worst of his life. His son with his partner Georgina Rodriguez Angel sadly passed on the field. Ronaldo and United never worked out, and after the club switched coaches to a new man in Erik ten Hag, they both fell off, and it led to Ronaldo dropping the most controversial interview of 2022. He called everyone out, and United decided to terminate his contract, but Ronaldo wasn't even looking at the new because he had his sights set on his last dance. Now 37, Ronaldo knew the World Cup and Qatar was potentially going to be his last one, so he was ready to give everything for one final shot at glory, but it just wasn't meant to be out. In the last 8 on the plus side, Ronaldo turned his attentions back to club football, and at the start of 2023 he shocked the world again. His new deal at Al Nassr has him earning 20 million a year from the streets of Portugal to being able to offer his own island. Ronaldo made it out, and please subscribe the channel for the latest video.